Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. In today's gaming news, Soma's ready to scare your pants off, float away with Worlds Adrift, and Sword Coast Legends launches next month. Well, it's not quite Halloween, but it looks like these scary games have arrived. This one looks to be a doozy and goes by the name of Soma. This sci-fi horror game from the creators of Amnesia tells an unsettling story about identity, consciousness, and what it means to be human. The game takes place in an isolated underwater facility where you must try to survive being hunted by corrupt humans, twisted creatures, and insane robots. So far, reviews have been positive from most outlets of the game. Jim Sterling of the Jimquisition said, "This is not just another horror game, it's a science fiction story with horrific shades. A game that ponders the human condition in an industry where the human condition has become an awkward dead horse of a phrase. Simply put, there needs to be more games like this in the world." Of course, if you don't know, Jim Sterling, known to be quite cynical at times, so to get a positive review from him tends to mean that it's probably going to be something pretty decent. Now, I am not the biggest horror game player. You haven't seen many scare cam footage videos from me, but this is a pretty cool setting, and it might be something that I devote some time to. It's really one of those things that, again, comes down to if I can fit it in. You know, I'm playing through the Destiny, the Taken King, we've got the Blood Bowl League coming up. There's a lot of things going on right now, but I'd like to try this. Maybe at the very least, I'll sit down with it for a couple of hours and just turn that into a video of sorts. We'll have to see. Stay tuned. I'll let you know. And another game that I'm hoping to be able to fit into my schedule just got a gameplay trailer. This is Worlds Adrift. Worlds Adrift is an open-world sandbox MMO set in a universe that was destroyed by overmining, and all that's left are thousands of floating islands where players must build ships to explore. The game features real-time physics while supporting thousands of simultaneous players who can indeed engage in open-world PvP. Real-time physics plus open-world PvP equals hilariousness. This is clearly one of those games that's going to be streaming fodder or YouTube LOL video fodder. I mean, can you just imagine getting a group of players going in on an airship towards another group of players and just bombarding them with cannonballs and watching the things with real-time physics flying all over the place, people falling to their death? Like, it's a game that's clearly going to lead to many hilarious moments. As to what the longevity of this type of title is, it definitely seems like it'll be interesting to explore, and exploring with friends, it's going to be pretty hilarious. This is something I think you should probably keep an eye on. And lastly, today I want to remind you guys about Sword Coast Legends, which was supposed to be launching soon but was unfortunately delayed. Sword Coast Legends is a party-based tactical RPG set in the Dungeons & Dragons universe. It features a single-player campaign, 5 playable races with 6 character classes, the ability to pause mid-combat, and a dungeon master mode where basically up to 4 people can go into a party dungeon, and someone will play as the dungeon master, trying to ruin their good time and setting up traps and playing as bosses, just fun little things like that. Now, the game was originally supposed to launch next week, but has unfortunately been delayed until October 20th. Of course, I say unfortunately tentatively because delays tend to be a good thing, and they tend to be in response to player feedback, and this is no different. Sword Coast Legends had like this beta test of sorts this past weekend. Player feedback said, this game's launching next week, I don't think it's ready, and as a result, they decided to push it back to polish it up a bit more, shore things up a little bit better. And of course, yes, that is definitely a good thing. Couple of extra things I want to let you guys know about, first of which is that Blood Bowl 2 launched today. This game smashes Warhammer with a classic American football for hilarious turn-based strategy action. Excited about this title. I didn't play too much of Blood Bowl 1. I want to get good at this game because I'm going to be in a Blood Bowl 2 league, and I'm hoping to do better than I did last time, which was pretty damn horrible. If any of you guys have some Blood Bowl tips, please let me know. I'd love to learn. I'd just love to learn how to play this fucking thing, because honestly I have no idea. And secondly, Rivals of Aether hit Steam Early Access today. This is a fighting game in the vein of Super Smash Bros. With an interesting, if not overdone, old school art style. So yeah, this is an indie title, moderately priced, just hit Early Access. If you like Smash Bros. And you want to try some PC take on that, this might be the game for you. I know many people have tired of that old school retro art style. I find it endearing, and it's especially good in indie titles titles because they don't have to spend a boatload of money on artists if they go with something like this, and they can focus on the gameplay, which ultimately, let's be honest here, that's the most important thing. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's episode of the feed. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys this upcoming Thursday for another episode. Once again, this has been Force, and you have just been force-fed. Yo, what's up, players? It's your boy Dan Shizzle coming at you with today's gaming news. First up today, we saw the release of Soma. Yo, fucking Soma, who cares? If it's not Call of Duty, why play it?